talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another carry now from Madison. And he powers his way up past the 30. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got his target, Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Set the tone, defense. Defense, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Fowler, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
What we got? What we got?
39-yard line.
Blue draw Corker. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. It's Hill, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? The 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now back out comes the offense. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get that ball. Get that. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Check. Fresno.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.